What is the
Yes,
structure of
absolutely.
our organization? How big it is? How it is structured? What kind of people you hire? How do you train them? How do you maintain employee life cycle in your organization?
See, as of now, I am running two verticals. One is study bird, one is pick your trip. In pick your trip, there is no staff. I am dealing solely, but I have outsourced my work. If you have booked my Dubai package, so we obviously we also book from some other party, and things work like this. Even in like
Mhm.
you book through Make My Trip or Yatra or GoIBiBo, whatever travel agency you choose, they also book take the service from the local agent who is based in Bangkok or in Dubai or in Europe of any country in Maldives, any. So their team take care of that. Things work like this. So
Got it.
as of now, if currently my people are in as of now India and Thailand and Sri Lanka. So my Sri Lankan team is taking care of them. We pay them, and they take care of everything. If a honeymoon couple is going to Bali, our Bali team will take care of them. So we in this we get the benefit of not hiring. But obviously, when the volume will increase, uh, when the figure will be developed, then we require manage people to at least revert send the quotation.
I get that.
Operationally, we have the third party who's taking care, but sending the quotation, taking account of payments and paying them, paying the further bills. We need at that time staff. But for study, but we have the team in Yamunanagar. My business partner is Jasmine. That unit is dedicated to student visa. We deal in Canada, Australia, UK, and USA. Uh, so Mr. Miss Jasmine taking care of that unit.
Got it. Got it. So it's mostly run on relationship basis
Yes,
and on a need basis.
yes, yes.
So as you get work, you deploy people for that particular amount. When that work is done, then you're free, he's free, kind of thing.
No, no,
At
we
the
don't pay. We
no,
don't pay anything.
at the last mile, I'm saying.
Yes, but see, as I'm saying, it's the my one. Obviously, I have a certain figure in my mind that once I reach that figure, volume wise, per year, then I have to hire the people, maybe, but I will hire the well trained people so that maximum output and they should justify their salary because see, I have worked for 15 years in corporate, so I know when to hire and what kind of person I want and what should I expect from their output. It's
See,
not a rocket,
one thing I definitely want to ask. You are
please.
in a very competitive industry,
Absolutely
and this industry is all said and done is still very unorganized.
correct.
Right now, you are always under cost pressure. So
Sorry.
what typically you people do is that instead of A category hotel, you will go for B plus category hotel, reduce the price, and you will have several tie-ups, etc., etc., etc. Now, let us say some BCom graduate from DSPS are joining your organization.
Mhm.
I'm sure you cannot pay him at par with what MNCs will pay for a desk job or something like that. You will pay what best you can. But then that student also has an opportunity to go to some other industry which is very high paying, and job is much easier than compared to job which you people do because your job is 80% legwork. Now, how do you prevent attrition in such situation where, which you call lateral attrition, where you lose people not to your competitor, maybe to competitor because competitor is also under cost pressure. He won't pay that much big hike. But I'll give you a typical example. A BCom graduate joining you after 6 months, if he gets a job in Styria or United Health Group, you will be paying him, let us say, X lakhs per annum. I'm sure
Mhm.
Styria or United Health Group will pay him 3x per annum, which is a huge, huge bump. How do you prevent that lateral attrition?
See, if I hire a person from your college and I give them the package of 4 lakh per annum initial
Hmm.
stage. So I am a travel company, right? They they can switch over to FCM, Make My Trip, whatever they search on the Google travel company. So the salary standard might be a little bit high compared to mine. obviously. Make My Trip might pay them 5 lakh per annum, 6 lakhs per annum, and they might be lured by this package offer. But after 2, 3 years in Make My Trip, they either they will get bored because their professional growth will be stuck. Make My Trip
How
spoiled.
can you say
It's a
so?
big
How can you
company.
say so? How can you say so? Maybe not.
Because see, when I was working in Kyoni, I was also spoiled. Company sent me to Europe. My salary was not increasing. We used to fight with our
If
manager.
and
He was
and
the
and
king.
and addendum to that question is, in case that is so, how come Make My Trip is a 5,000 people organization?
That's what I'm saying. They are the number two employer, best employer as well in India. But there is unemployment as well in this country. So
Hmm.
and learning travel business or travel work
Okay,
is not
okay,
as tough.
okay. So in a year, on an average, how many people do you think you would require who are good people, who can be of use, who can be trained, and who can be deployed in our organization?
Maximum 5 people,
Five, 4 or 5 people. Okay.
4 or 5. Because see, I was working in Kyoni when I was working Kyoni. We were only 10 people in Delhi office, and there were
Hmm.
only 5 people in Bombay office. There were two
Hmm.
offices in Bombay and Delhi, and we were doing a business of 100 crore business. So CUNY is used to they're called DMC, Destination Management Company. So the Destination Management Company is maximum revenue. They hire the best people who can look after their 20 crore. Like they divide the amount in certain people. You have to do the business of this much amount with this vendor. If there's a 10 crore business or 5 crore business, obviously on an average of one person is taking care of 5 crore business. 20 people, or let's say 18 people are giving them the output of 90 crore people. On the other hand, say Make My Trip for 100 crore, they might need 100 people or maybe 150 people because they are not well trained and they don't give the freedom. See, in Make My Trip or in my company, there's a big difference. We were given the rights to give the waivers, to refunds, to make the client relationship. There was no hierarchy to follow. I don't need to take permission from my country manager. There was full freedom. Take your own calls. Destination management companies uh, works like a business. Give their employees to work like a businessman, like an entrepreneur. Take their own decision. We are with you. We are back. We have enough money to face your losses as well. On the other hand, Make My Trip, obviously, first hierarchy will be there, the manager. Forget about the vice president or the CEO level or the country manager. First level is the manager. He need to check with his manager whether I can
Yeah,
refund
because
this
yeah, because
1,000 rupees or not.
when organization becomes big, it is
Yeah.
run on systems. It cannot
Huh.
be people driven. And entrepreneurial management systems exist only when entrepreneur gives freedom to the people to
This
take
is the difference
decisions.
between Make My Trip and CUNY. That's what I am here. And still, people who are working with Make My Trip before Corona, still those people are there. Although they are earning good, I'm not saying they have a very good package, maybe 1 lakh per month or 1,50,000 per month. But somehow they are not happy now. They used to call me, Nikhil, you did a very good step that you are running your own business. You might be at different stage down the line 10 years. So they are stuck. And they have a fear of not acceptance. If they open their business, it might not run, then they will not be able to get that package what they were getting before starting their business. So there are doubts, fears, and everything in their mind as well. So this is all the mindset. I was pushed into this, and then, as I told you, I got into a job as well in 2022. After 2 days, I said I can't do the job. At that time, my profit was not as big. Not I started my business, but I took the chance. So things when you do the things when you with good intention, with honest intentions, obviously you
Okay.
will